Question 1. What is the ZigBee Alliance? Answer. The ZigBee Alliance is a non-profit industry consortium of leading semiconductor manufacturers, technology providers, OEMs and end-users worldwide. Members aim at defining a global specification for interoperable, cost-effective, low-power wireless applications based on the IEEE 802.15.4 standard. Current membership is about 200 and includes both heavyweights, such as Siemens and Texas Instruments, and small startups. Question 2. What is the goal of the ZigBee Alliance? Answer. The goal of their ZigBee Alliance is to create an open specification defining mesh and tree network topologies with interoperable application profiles for wireless control systems. Its focus is clearly on standards-based, low-cost, low-power, and low data rates applications. Means to certify products are also within the scope of the ZigBee Alliance. Question 3. Who is supporting the ZigBee Alliance today? Answer. Industry leaders worldwide have committed to providing ZigBee-compliant products and solutions. Member companies include 13 promoters: BM Group, Ember, Freescale, Honeywell, Huawei, Mitsubishi Electric, Motorola, Philips, Samsung, Schneider Electric, Siemens, ST Microelectronics, and Texas Instruments, and participants that comprise semiconductor manufacturers, wireless intellectual property providers and OEMs. Until recently, the ZigBee Alliance used to be dominated by semiconductor manufacturers and technology providers. Since 2006, large OEMs like Siemens and Schneider Electric have joined the board of directors. They are expected to bring to the alliance a more application-centric focus, which will be instrumental in achieving the promise of product and vendor interoperability. Although the ZigBee Alliance used to be so far very US-centric, membership has significantly grown in Europe and Asia. Supporting companies are now spread all over the world. Question 4. What are the typical applications promoted by the ZigBee Alliance? Answer. Since its inception, ZigBee technology has been designed as a general-purpose low-data rate, low-power wireless solution. Contrary to competing technologies such as Z-Wave, which focuses on home control, ZigBee has a very wide application scope. Typical examples include home automation, lighting, heating, closures, security, access to set-top boxes, building automation, lighting, HVAC, smoke detection, access control, industrial monitoring, automatic meter reading, environmental data collection, and medical sensing. Question 5. Which ZigBee Alliance members are active in residential and building automation? Answer. Control4, Danfoss, Eaton, Grundfos, Hitachi, Honeywell, Hubbell, Invensys, Johnson Controls, Legrand, Marlin Controls, Mitsubishi Electric, NICE, Nico, Philips, Schneider Electric, Siemens, Trane, Yome Domus, Vantage Controls, Viconics, and Yamato. Question 6. Which ZigBee Alliance members are active in industrial automation? Answer. Crane, Eaton, Grundfos, Hitachi, Honeywell, Invensys, Legrand, Mitsubishi Electric, Omron, Schneider Electric, Siemens, Yamato, and Yokogawa. Question 7. Which ZigBee Alliance members are active in automated metering? Answer. Holley Metering, Itron, and Schneider Electric. Question 8. Are there several ZigBee versions? Answer. Currently, the public revision of the specification is ZigBee 1.0, dated December 2004. It includes the network layer, the application layer, and the home controls lighting (HCL) application profile, which will be superseded by a new profile in the next revision. ZigBee 1.0 does not include any commissioning recommendations, nor does it specify any particular stack profile since only tree addressing is defined. The next public revision of ZigBee is 1.1, which should be available by end 2006. It will include advanced features allowing to depart from current limitations imposed by tree addressing and centralized binding. New application profiles, along with corresponding commissioning frameworks, will also be released. Some vendors, such as Ember, provide ZigBee stacks that are ahead of the current specification. Advanced features are then often brought to the ZigBee Alliance to be included in the next official revision. Question 9. What are the various ZigBee stack profiles? Answer. ZigBee 1.1 will include 2 stack profiles. ZigBee, formerly Home Controls, targets simpler, smaller networks that typically operate in a residential environment. Addressing is performed in a tree fashion, security implementation is fairly simple, and application bindings take place in the coordinator in a centralized manner. The corresponding specification is now complete. ZigBee Pro, formerly commercial, industrial and institutional, targets larger and more sophisticated networks. Addressing and routing are more scalable, security is more robust, and advanced features such as multicast are included. Also, ZigBee Pro aims at providing minimal reliance on the coordinator through distributed application bindings. The corresponding specification should be complete by end 2006. Question 10. What are the various ZigBee application profiles? Answer. ZigBee 1.0 includes the Home Controls Lighting (HCL) application profile, which provides basic definitions for simple residential lighting applications. ZigBee 1.1 will include additional application profiles. Home Automation (HA) replaces and expands HCL. It relies on ZigBee stack profile and defines a set of devices for use in home environments: switches, thermostats, window shades, radiators, etc. The corresponding specification is almost complete. Commercial Building Automation (CBA) targets large building systems and relies on ZigBee Pro stack profile. The specification includes device descriptions for lighting and HVAC management. For instance, it should be available by end 2006. Industrial Plant Monitoring (IPM) includes device definitions for sensors and actuators used in industrial control: temperature, pressure, infrared, etc. The corresponding specification should be complete by end 2006. Other ongoing initiatives cover additional applications within the scope of ZigBee. Wireless sensor applications (WSA) will provide features for decreasing power consumption en route of devices and allow them to be in sleeping mode. Telecom applications (TA) will address new scenarios around the use of mobile phones in residential or tertiary environments. Automatic meter reading (AMR) targets metering applications but is today on hold. Question 11. What is the ZigBee Commissioning Framework (ZCF)? Answer. The purpose of the ZigBee Commissioning Framework (ZCF) is to specify standardized ways of forming and configuring ZigBee networks. This includes the definition of general commissioning modes, fully automatic with or without commissioning tool, and consistent procedures to activate ZigBee devices. The ZCF will be available in revision 1.1 and comes together with HA and CBA application profiles. Question 12. What are the various ZigBee certification mechanisms? Answer. The ZigBee Alliance has defined 3 certification levels. A ZigBee Compliant Platform (ZCP) certification is available today for hardware and software technology providers. So far 13 vendors have had their ZigBee platform certified. The ZigBee Network Capable (ZNC) certification targets products that make use of a private ZigBee application profile in addition to a compliant platform. The policy is being designed to allow easy self-certification and the use of a logo. A ZigBee certified product level provides interoperability with other vendors since it requires the use of a public ZigBee application profile in addition to a compliant platform. A specific test plan comes along each public application profile released by the ZigBee Alliance. Question 13. Is it possible to deploy ZigBee networks in sub-GHz bands? Answer. Yes, it is. ZigBee can use IEEE 802.15.4 physical interfaces transmitting at 868 MHz or 915 MHz. Data rates are reduced to 20 kbps and 40 kbps, respectively. The rest of the protocol stack is the same as in ZigBee implementations at 2.4 GHz. Question 14. What is the typical communication range of ZigBee? Answer. Range depends on a number of factors including the surrounding environment, transceiver's characteristics, antenna design, output power, etc. Some of these parameters can be optimized to increase the range in specific propagation conditions. Using today's off-the-shelf ZigBee radios at a nominal output power of 0 dBm, typical values are 10 to 50 meters indoor and about 100 meters outdoor, more in case of perfect line of sight. Question 15. What is the typical battery lifetime of ZigBee end devices? Answer: battery lifetime is a function of many parameters such as battery type, capacity, duty cycling, and end-use application. Different radios and microcontrollers feature different levels of power consumption, which ultimately affect battery lifetime. Today's off-the-shelf Zigbee components operating under low duty cycles allow for typical lifetimes comprised between 5 and 10 years. Applications like automatic meter reading that require even sparser transmissions may exceed 10 years. Further improvements in power consumption are foreseen with the increasing availability of single-chip Zigbee solutions, integrating the radio and the microcontroller on the same chip.